soldiers found a strange scene on the sea. A ship suddenly appeared on the sea. Nick called the captain to check it out. The captain sensed the seriousness of the problem. He used the intercom to greet the communication soldiers to check the radar. According to the radar, the ship was 1.9 kilometers away from them, but he couldn't confirm the identity of the other party. Nick had a joyful look on his face when he heard it. He thought it was the rotating ship that came to replace them, but the captain ordered them to prepare weapons immediately, because they were not sure of the identity of the other party. They had to be prepared, and pressed the combat alarm button. Engineer Allen heard the alarm and came on deck. Jean May called several times. The other party never responded. The captain thought for a moment. He decided to confirm the identity of the other party. It would be a disaster if they hurt a friend, so he ordered Nick to go in his speedboat to check it out. But Nick was surprised. There were 4 of them on the boat. Why was he the only one allowed to go? But the military order is like a mountain. He could only obey the captain's orders. Soon, Nick drove the speedboat to the vicinity of the ship. What puzzled him was that this ship is the one they are waiting for. But why was it standing still? He approached and called out to his comrades, but there was no answer. After a moment's hesitation, Nick decided to go on board and check the situation. He loaded his pistol. Then he cautiously made his way to the deck. Then he used the walkie-talkie to tell the captain what he was doing. But just as he got up, there was a murmur of voices on the walkie-talkie. For safety's sake, Nick turned off the intercom for the time being. Then he went to the cockpit. But what he didn't realize was that it was a complete mess. All the communication equipment was broken. It looked like the ship had been inactive for months. In another room, there were 4 sets of soldiers' equipment. It was obvious. These 4 were the comrades who came to replace them on duty. But where did they go? Nick was puzzled. The captain on the other side kept calling Nick on the walkie-talkie, but there was no response from Nick. After a long wait, the captain could not wait any longer. He immediately ran into the cockpit. He took the key from the nuclear weapon around his neck, because he thought that Nick had suffered an accident. He had to be ready to strike the other side in advance. Jean May wanted to stop him, but the captain had already made up his mind. He could only take out the other weapon key. With the simultaneous turning of the 2 keys, the weapon device has been activated.